It's the Bob Peak thing. Half hour thing. Show. Number 4. Hey, it's Bob Peak again. I'm here to play you a half hour or so of my songs and music, tell you a little bit about each one as we go, probably even a little bit more than you really wanted to know. But I want to start off talking a little bit about my history with Gina Del Vecchio. Definitely life-changing. I had hired Keith Hatchuk to produce 5 of my songs in the mid-'80s. And he did a great job. He brought in Ron Lyles to sing 3 of them. He has a great voice. But hearing Gina do Baby It's Fate, which I will play on another show, just blew me and my wife, Lisa, away. I just had to work with her. And I had done a previous recording session at OTR with Cookie Marenko and Randy Selgren. And I had this new song that I just knew Gina would just slay. So this is the first song that we recorded together. And it was recorded in the mid-'80s, but it's just weird that the lyrics seem to be about today in a lot of ways. Anyhow, Gina and I, we've been together and apart 40 years and always great friends, just love her to death. We named our group at that time Tragedy Cells, spelled Trajedy, capital Cells, Tragedy Cells, and recorded a 4-song EP called Malabouge. On this song, my pal Jeff Trott added the cool, sinuous guitar leads. This is Rains Come Down.
Everywhere you go, it's just desolation.
At the end of the show, I want to showcase some more Gina with one of the songs from the Hey Bobby album. And yes, that was a Lynn drum. But anyhow, a while back, me and my good friend Steve Webb had just got done hitting a bucket of balls up at Crystal Springs Golf Course. And like we usually did, after that, we'd go hang out above the 18th green and have a couple glasses of wine and just shoot the breeze. And he just all of a sudden said, "You know, Bobby, we're on the back nine." And it really hit me, and I said, "That's such a great analogy right there." So I got home and I called Denny Francis, my writing partner, and we got together shortly after that and knocked out this song right here. This is The Back Nine. This is recorded at Beard Music and sung by Troy Johnson.
Minnesota, trying hard to make my quota. Thought a quick round of 9 would ease my mind. They paired me with an old guy. He knew that I was uptight. He said, "Pleased to meet you, what a day to be alive. If it's all the same to you, my friend, let's leave the rush behind. 'Cause I'm taking things slower on the back nine. I'm gonna look around a little bit, enjoy myself, and take my time. If you go too fast, you miss so much, wind up sad and out of touch. So I'm gonna roll out easy on back nine. And so we took off walking, and his gentle way of talking had me feeling we were long lost friends. When I finally took a deep breath with 2 or 3 holes left, I knew what he was saying when he said, "I'm tired of always racing with the needle in the red. I'm gonna take things slower on the back nine. I wanna look around a little bit, enjoy myself, and take my time. I could go too fast and miss so much, wind up sad and out of touch. So I'm gonna roll out easy on the back nine." When I got home, I kissed my wife and told her she means everything to me. It's not too late, I can change my life. I'm seeing this old world differently. Oh, yeah, I'm taking things slower, like I'm on the back nine. I'm gonna look around a little bit, enjoy myself, and take my time. I could go too fast and miss so much, wife and kids, new friends and such. So I'm gonna roll out easy, like I'm on the back nine.
You know, I've always been a fan of Willie Nelson and some of his habits. I loved his early, lesser-known stuff, all the way up to now. The River Boy, just killer songs. He wrote some really elegant songs, I thought. And I also, on another note, always admired the hippie movement of the 60s, even if I was a little young to participate. So with those three things in mind, I was kind of picturing a really laid-back cat just taking a cool morning stroll with his puppy dog and his love. Here's My Good Dog, a Doobie and You, recorded at Beard Music Group, Nashville, Tennessee, and sung by Jason Eustace.
I'm walking along in the sunrise through the tall grass with the dewdrops on my shoes, with my good dog, a Doobie, and you, wonderful you, just taking a stroll, grinning madly, yeah, as a whippoorwill sings the early morning news, with my good dog, a Doobie, and you, beautiful you. Now my good dog, she's an old soul, happy clown, and a Doobie keeps my feet firmly off the ground. And you're my aid and abettor in the crime of kicking back and taking our sweet time, laying in the shade of old Lady Willow, high and hazy, like wispy clouds in the blue, with my good dog, the Doobie, and you, glorious you. It's good to wake up as a free man on a cool afternoon, with my good dog, a Doobie, and you. Dog, oh, Doobie, and you.
That's from my 2018 country album with the same name, My Good Dog, a Doobie and You, by the Bob Peak Thing. Our group, the 7th Grade Truants, with Robert Cassidy, Jeff Carr, and myself, put out an album in 2024 called Carnal Origami, which is a soundtrack for a musical. Jimmy Goings produced at GFI. In this chapter, we meet Fuckery Jones, an Irishman with a talking rooster named Finn. A woman from the next county over by the name of B. Tamimi Brown comes to town to try to find a suitable mate for her brilliant French hen, Lucille Labocque. Does romance ensue? You betcha. Here's Fuckery Jones.
Here we go.
Fuckery Jones was all skin and bones. Don't you talk shite about his teeth. His teeth! He haunted the inn called our Pope's favorite sin with his rooster and his big brother Lee. Fucking Lee! Now Lee loved his gin, but the red rooster Finn was renowned for his scholarly talk. His talk! Fuckery was right proud when Finn boasted out loud. Well, now ain't I the brightest red cock? Call me an erudite fouling, oft-times a didactic jewel, but don't pin me for cavalier scowling. How would I sans lips, you dull fool? Now who came to town? 'Twas beat to Miami bound with her French hen Lucille Labocque. Sauntered up to the bar, said I've traveled thus far, here to find loose the brightest red cock. Calling an erudite fouling, come ye a didactic jewel, but don't pin me for cavalier scowling. Do you think me a daft body fool? Fuckery tucked beneath his arm, then said, Sir Fuckery, I'm cock-a-doodle by her charm. So close the deal twixt Finn and Lucille, they got right to starting their flock. Fuckery grinned at me, said, do you fancy me the way you're admiring me? Fuckery, Jones and Finn.
Someone need to kill that fucking bird.
I had an idea a while back for a song I was calling I Want to Be That Guy. And I had met Cameron Dye a little bit before that through Gino Orphanopoulos and showed him the idea. And we worked on it a little bit. Then it kind of went to sleep for a couple, 3 years. And recently I brought it out to Gino and showed him what we had. And he took it and did a bunch of work on it. Then he showed it to Cameron, who took it, did some more work on it, and took it in a slightly different direction, which was pretty cool. I had started with the song being about romantic love, but it kind of evolved into a song about being the kind of person who helps other people just because it's the right thing to do, and it's the best way to live. So basic tracks were recorded at Beard Music, Nashville. Additional work was done at Nick Vincent's Three Dog Studio in LA. This is Cameron Dye, and a song written by myself, Gino Orphanopoulos, and Cameron. And this is All Right Guy.
You say you're lost and on an empty road, in a busted car with no place to go. You may need someone who will walk with you. Well, I could be that guy if you want me to. I'll be your alright guy. And now you're safe, don't worry, it's alright guy. Someone to hook up to. I could be that guy, I'll be there for you. Lying awake and all alone in the night, every string around you winding you up tight, cotton holes in your pockets lying on the floor. Close your eyes and let go, yeah, I'll be at your door. You know I'll be your alright guy. I'll hold you close and tell you it's alright guy. Someone to hold on to. I could be that guy, I'm right there for you. Now everybody's wondering how it's all gonna go. You are never on your own. I just thought I'd let you know that alright guy. You never let you go and you're alright guy. The one who is always loving you. Yeah, I'm that guy, I will stand by you. I could be that guy if you ask me to. I'm gonna be that guy, I'm right there for you.
You know, I'm very proud of having a dad who was a Dust Bowl Okie. Just a great guy. And he loved his country music, so I grew up with that old school country music. And I grew up listening to him sing El Paso, Walk On By, Streets of Laredo, and a bunch more when I was out on the job with him doing concrete work. So when Hee Haw came on, he and I watched that show religiously. And I love my dad's family too, but they weren't above poking a little fun out now and then, and neither am I. So this next song is really in the spirit of fun, with tongue-in-cheek. This is a co-write with Denny Francis, sung by Paul Pace, recorded at Beard Music. Here is Tears on My Tank Top.
There's a backhoe in my bedroom, a jackhammer in my john. Me and Mom and my 3 ex-wives are crying on a spray green lawn. The city council, citing civic pride, condemned our whole dang park. Now they're ripping up our double wide and tearing out my heart. I've got tears on my tank top, and brother, don't you know, they're mixing with the Velveeta stains from the wedding of Gene and Flo. They're pouring through the belly button rip, and I can't make them stop. We don't have a place to live, so I've got tears on my tank top. It's not hard to get nostalgic when they're hauling your memories away. Like the Kmart shed where me and Ed played gooseneck with Cousin Faye. And isn't that the screen door Mom ran through when she found her LSD? And we all wondered where Dad lost Uncle Joe. Well, by God, there he be. I've got tears on my tank top, and sister, don't you know, they're de-shriveling the jalapeno rind from the block and tackle show. They're beating up on my nipple ring, and they ain't gonna stop until I find us a place to live. I'll have tears on my tank top. Now the couch is strapped down in the boat, the boat's up on the van. The van's chained to the Lincoln, which is waiting on an oil pan. It's just us 10 plus the sheriff's men, and we're sadder than a stone as we raise one last shot to the empty lot that used to be our home. I've got tears on my tank top, and friends, don't you know, they're sloshing down on the chili globs that I splattered at the stop and go. They're soaking right through my britches, and Lord, I hope they'll stop. But till I find us a place to live, I'll have tears on my tank top.
So I promised to get back to Gina Del Vecchio. As many of you know, our Hey Bobby musical project, The Unclouding of Ottilla Vanilla, is going to be released in full in mid-March, so coming up pretty quick. In this next song, Ottilla has a relapse. She suffers from crippling claustrophobia and insecurities, and she lashed out at the love of her life, Robin Scott. So in this song, as she walks along the Embarcadero thinking about what's happened, she has a realization about what a blessing Robin has been, and that gives her hope. Produced at Rado Peters' The Tea House by Edmund Clare and Georgianne Ireland, with Gina being executive producer. Here is Gina ripping through Cold, Cold World.
I laid my cards on the table, nothing up my sleeve. Crossed the windy canyon on a cable, just to cut it and leave. It's a cold, cold world, and there ain't no hell above. Yeah, it's a cold, cold world without love. When you poison love, it was cool having someone. Baby taught me to care, but once again I came undone. Now I'm here and there. It's a cold, cold world, and there ain't no light above. Such a cold, cold world without love. When you mess with love, when you mess with love, when you mess with love. But maybe someday I'll reach the place where I'm
that track was Javier Torres on drums, Isaac Butler Brown on guitars, and Amir Zetro on bass. So that's it. That's episode 4 in the can. And I had a lot of fun. I'd love to hear from you. bobpeek65@gmail.com. Small BOBPEEK65@gmail.com. And until the next one, be good to everybody you meet. This is Bob Peek signing out.